Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Portugal. So, I'm just going to start the episode off by making a little note. By the time this episode goes live, I will be across the ocean on my honeymoon. So, what does this mean for you, my viewers? Well, it means that Victoria 2, my Victoria 2 videos will not be updating for this week. I have a backlog enough for some of my other series to continue, but this series will have to wait until I get back. So, I hope you take a look at some of my other videos, but don't expect any Victoria 2 for the moment. As soon as I get back, though, I will certainly resume, as I am very much enjoying this campaign. That being said, let's get going. So, when last I left you, I had, France did their Annex Tunis thing. And when last I left you, I had taken East Hausaland off of Sokoto, which I always like to do fairly early. And pretty soon, I'll probably take some land off of Egypt. As it is, though. I'm just letting some of that time pass. There we go. I got me some positivism that will help with my education, which is very important as a low literacy country. Let's take a look at some of these other options. It might be worth even getting functionalism now, or maybe grabbing some of these other techs that I know I'm going to need. Like, perhaps getting my naval base max level up so that I can get working on that sooner. Or, it would be really good improving my tax efficiency. I have some money problems that still go on. I think that'll be okay. Grabbing stock exchange. Nothing unlocks right now. No. Okay, stock exchange will be good. Get me a little bit more money out of my people. So I can, not have these debts. Okay, USA beat up Mexico. That's fine. It's going to keep preventing my, Oh, I'm in Spain's sphere of influence. I'll take the extra prestige. Get my ranking up. I'm going to increase relations with the Russian Bear. And with Prussia. Basically, if anything happens, I want to know that the great powers kinda like me. Netherlands, using that justification we saw them doing earlier. And I know Sweden's not a great power, but this is a Paradox game. They're often pretty strong. And in fact, they have no allies. I wonder if they would ally me. No? Ottomans declare on Egypt, so that might be a good time to start justifying for a concession off of them. Because I would like to, grab, like, Kordofan or something. Because Kordofan will give me access to Darfur, which would let me colonize here. And get me a head start on that whole thing. So let's just take a look. I'm sure I could easily beat up Egypt. They've got 15 brigades, though. So let's let the Ottomans beat them up a little bit, because I don't have that many. They're actually technically stronger than I am. And, that's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. How about I build some African troops? I don't have any artillery yet, so while I would normally have the Africans be my front row and proper Portuguese be the back row, I think for the moment I'll I'll let these Africans man the guns. Just so I can have a nice complete army. Go ahead and disband the unit that can't reinforce. Oh, none of these can either. Well, I'll hold on to them just for the moment. Oops. Just 'cause they're better than nothing. Okay. Let's see, I'm starting to run out of infamy here. So I need to justify something else so I'm not wasting that infamy limit. What could be worth justifying? I could just go ahead and, I don't know, maybe annex Zulu. They're often a pretty easy target. And they have 151 pop. 151,000, which not great, but not terrible. Who else could I go after? I mentioned Brunei earlier, and they're certainly still on the table. What's my naval range like? Does the naval map mode show that? What I can do is just select a fleet. So I could get up into here and maybe grab an island off of Japan. Who's still primitive, and they've got a shit ton of brigades, but maybe if one of their islands is not manned, they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Could maybe grab Formosa. They've got a shit ton of pop in just these two little provinces. That's not a terrible idea. Let's think about that. Well, first I'll let my troops build, because the thing is, I mean, I'm not that much more advanced than China yet, because I haven't researched all that much. So, I mean, I'll have cannons and proper infantry, and I can kill a lot of them, but... and get a lot of just taking war score for holding Formosa. Oh, Jingoism, of course. Even though I don't have a Jingoism party, being able to add war goals is well worth it. Okay, I have naval bases coming in. Let's get some over here as well. Jingoism. Always the thing to do. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go for secularized, actually. See, like, my parties are so similar, I don't actually have a huge vested interest in who wins. I think going ahead and justifying on Egypt would be the thing to do. Everyone's free trade. Well, I can get a bit of militancy then by going for protectionism. And then I can use that militancy to hopefully at some point get myself a reform. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, I'll create some generals, and then you can actually auto-create, just not auto-assign these leaders. Residency, why not? And see, that just changed very little about what I've got going. Because, as I said, my parties are all pretty much the same, as we noted in the first video. Which, that's kind of annoying, to be honest. Gives me... a lot of these generals have something wrong with them. I guess it's kind of, you know, like real life. You can't always get everything. It's not like CK2 where you can just get, you know, whatever awesome generals you want so easily by inviting the right people to your court. Wow. I did pretty good on that concession, or on that justification. I'll probably end up taking another state or two off of them, just because I'll have a bunch of infamy to spare. Kind of go around this way. And any minute, I'll be getting that CB. Well, that'll slow it down slightly, but there we go. That's perfectly fine. Ah, I hate when I do that. I change a move order that I probably shouldn't. There, that's some tax efficiency that I don't need as much as I did when I made that decision. Let's see. How about I go ahead and grab, start going down this tree. Or no, let's go ahead and grab ideological thought. I can't get the extra national focus, but these plurality inventions won't be terrible. And you can just kind of walk over to here. Oh, and one of my states actually has enough clergymen to teach everyone to be able to read. That's excellent news. And honestly, the other one is close enough that I'm just going to go ahead and move him over, because otherwise I'll forget. Alright, let's go ahead and declare for Kordofan. I could call in my allies. UK will not join. That's fine. I don't really need you, UK. So let's just go ahead and move in and start our occupations. The really hurt guy can just kind of stay behind, because bringing him will actually slow down the siege. You can join here, because that won't slow it down. So 4, for some reason, is like the worst number to have. It's not even just like the least efficient per amount. It actually slows down your siege compared to having 3. It's dumb. Paradox math. There we go. Kind of just stay back here. There we go. So, what else might I want to take off of Egypt? Well, there's the obvious argument that Dongola is at least connected to the state I'm already taking. It has a few states with OK pop. And has access to the sea. Again, Sudan has lots of states, so you add them together and it's actually reasonably good population. And again, connected to what I've already got. I mean, together that's like 30,000. I don't care. Together it's like 30, 60, 100, 130. I mean, 210. Yeah, I mean, to get all together, Sudan's got pretty good population. I think I will take Sudan. You know, because I can. And, you know, it gives me something to spend all this infamy limit on. So, why not? Add war goal. Demand concession. Sudan. I mean, it makes it worth a good bit more war score, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get. I mean, it's Egypt. They're kind of screwed. Let's just go ahead and see what we can do in regards to taking this guy out. Should be pretty easy. Probably don't even need those reinforcements, so we'll keep them back like that. I lost. Really? That's what I get for being cocky. Well, that'll be that's an amusing turn of events. Can we catch you at least? Yeah. There, I know it's not worth very much, but I just wanted to punish that army. Regardless, things are going pretty well in this war, minus that minor setback that, see, they've already recovered. It's okay. Oh, a few things seem to have happened there. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I think this is a good place to leave off this episode. It'll be a little while before I get back to it. So, in the meantime, I hope you watch some of my other series. You know, I've got some good stuff up there. And I will be off to my honeymoon. So thank you for watching and have a great week.